We're told to go to college, get good grades, so then we can get a good paying job. And then with this good paying job, we can buy nice things. But this way of life is just completely broken.
How you make your money is more important than how much you make.
We need to take a step back and reverse this way of living because it is just not it. This is just the lie that we're sold. You know, it's this linear path. We're told that we need to get good grades in high school so we can go to a really good college. And then when we're in college, we're supposed to get really good grades. And then with that, we're going to get a high paying job that's going to give us this luxury life. And this college degree is the key to success, this golden ticket. This success and this money is what leads to happiness, but it's all bullshit. How is this one specific linear path supposed to fit everybody, supposed to make everybody happy? And ultimately, how does purchasing things make us happy long term? And this is all the lie that we're sold right from the get-go. And unfortunately, most of our society is living by these rules and kind of just say that, well, this is life. This is what it's about. So I want you to think about the last big purchase you made. Maybe it was your iPhone, or maybe you bought a new car, a house, whatever it is. Remember how it made you feel. You probably were really excited to buy it. You went and bought it. Depending on who you are, there's going to be some variation here. But what probably happened is you were super excited, and then what? Like, it kind of just was a normal part of your life after a certain period of time. For me, I can remember back to when I bought my camera, the camera that I'm using right now. I was super excited to buy it. I bought it. I used it. I learned about photography, videography, different things. And it was exciting, but it quickly faded. And the little bit of happiness that I got from it just became this like, oh, the camera's it's an object. It's sitting in my room on my desk or whatever. We purchase things because we want things, of course, but the sole purpose of purchasing something isn't because we're looking for the happiness, or at least it shouldn't be. Now, obviously, we're talking under the circumstances that we're not starving. We have a roof over our head. We have clothes on our back. We have our basic needs met. We're not struggling in that area. Because, of course, for those people, being able to pay your rent, buy a new pair of clothes, buy some food, those are important things that are going to make you happy. We can't make the comparison of like somebody that makes $100,000 a year and somebody that makes $5,000 a year or $10,000 a year, because no shit, like that person that's making that small amount of money is going to be happier with more money. That's just a given. But if you're making anywhere over $65,000, $75,000 a year as a single person and you're unhappy, your unhappiness is not correlated to the money that you have and to the items that you're purchasing. Having more money, yeah, it'll bring some more short-term happiness, but there's something else that you need to be aware of, look for, figure out, because the happiness is not within that money. And there's actually some psychology here that's going on that people don't really realize is a thing. I'm going to butcher this, but it's called hedonic adaptation. And this is the tendency for people to return to relatively stable levels of emotions after a big life event or change. So you buy a house, eventually you will return to a stable level of emotions. So what matters then? If trying to chase more money and trying to chase more material things is not the answer, is not the supposed answer, what actually matters? This is going to come down to a personal level. You're going to have to do a lot of introspection here and figure out what actually you care about. This is a very hard thing to answer for most people. I don't even think most people think about this, but some things that people commonly talk about would be their relationships, what their life purpose is. Some people just feel like they should be a doctor or, whatever it is. I have never felt that. I don't like blood and all that stuff. So I've never said that I want to be a doctor, but maybe you have some sort of weird pull towards something like that. You just have that feeling. You just have to follow that feeling. But in order to find this sense of purpose, this sense of meaning, you're going to have to do a lot of different things to try to figure that out. It's not just going to come to you right in the morning when you wake up. You're going to have to probably do some journaling, watch maybe some videos and read some books. Don't get stuck into the trap of just looking at all this stuff and then feel the sense of like, oh, I'm doing something. You need to actually do the thing of figuring it out So at some point, you'll have to try some stuff. So come up with a list of things you think you might want to try that might be meaningful, purposeful, something that you care about. With all of this in mind, I'm not saying that money is not important. Money is very important. Money is a tool. But what I'm saying is money itself is not the end goal. It should not be the end goal. It is not going to bring you happiness long term. So ideally, you find something that you care about. You care enough about to push through the hard times, because no matter what life you choose, there's going to be some hard stuff, and you find something that you can push through it while making money, because you don't want to be poor. Like I said, you don't want to be making $5,000 a year. But this idea that we need to make millions of dollars to be happy is also on the other extreme side, because that's just not the case. Obviously, if you could find work that you really enjoyed and wanted to continue to do while making millions of dollars, then that's just a bonus. I mean, you're not going to reject having that much money. From my own personal experience of trying different things, trying to chase money, thinking that was the end goal, money to buy nice things and live the flashy life or whatever. Are you going to continue to chase money, to chase the next big purchase, to try to live a flashy life? Or do you want to actually chase something more meaningful? I don't think it has to be one or the other. I think you can chase something meaningful and still get a lot of money, make a lot of money from it. And then with that money, you can still buy the nice things that you want. I think it'll also feel better than the alternative, working some job that you really don't like, but you're doing it because you get a fat paycheck and then you go and buy something. I think it's going to feel better doing something you care about and getting money from that and then purchasing things. And ultimately, the last thing that you want to do is wake up when you're 65, 70 and regret not having tried something because you were trying to just chase money your entire life. There's not going to be an old person that says, I regret not working more at that shitty job that I hated just so I can make more money. No one's going to fucking say that. Why would they say that? Older people are going to say, I regret not taking that trip with friends. I regret not trying that business that was in my mind all the time because I was scared. I was worried that I wouldn't make money. I was worried about X, Y, and Z. You don't want that regret when you're older. So seriously think about what you want in life. Don't focus on the money so damn much, because eventually you will make money from something. And especially stop trying to just chase money in the pursuit of buying more things, because I think it's useless. It's pointless. There are certain things we need in life. And I promise you, a lot of the things that we are purchasing are not essential. We don't need them. They're bringing very little value to our life at the end of the day.